New York State has asked the Biden administration for $1 billion to help struggling renters. The state's pandemic rent relief program is nearly out of money. Tens of thousands of applications for help are still pending. PIX 11's Ayana Harry is live in the Soundview section of the Bronx with the details. Good evening, Ayana.
Surely the math just did not add up. New York State secured $2.4 billion to help renters in need, but the actual need was much greater. Tonight, Governor Kathy Hochul is scrambling to find new ways to keep people inside their homes.
People were having trouble paying rent in New York City long before COVID came to town.
It was a lifeline for tenants after a once-in-a-century pandemic. But tonight, New York State's $2.4 billion emergency rental assistance program is nearly out of cash. As housing organizer Jennifer Hernandez tells PIX 11 News, some of the tenants who applied for aid months ago are still waiting for answers.
People are desperate, right? They're worried that they're not going to get this aid. And that they're going to end up in the streets.
After months of protest and concern over mass evictions, in June, New York State opened up the Emergency Rental Assistance Program with an infusion of cash from the federal government. Eligible tenants who lost income during the pandemic could receive up to a year of back rent, with the money sent directly to their landlords.
Obviously, there was a tremendous need for it.
Make the Road New York is a grassroots organization that helped over 300 tenants apply for the aid. They were ready to help even more families until Sunday night, when the state stopped accepting most new applications.
There was still some work that was being done about actually communicating that this was open to a lot of folks that actually still didn't know about it.
The $2.4 billion program received 280,000 applications for help. So far, checks have been paid out to more than 80,000 property owners. But without any additional funding, the state says 70,000 to 80,000 renters in need of assistance could be left in limbo. Michael Gianaris is a state senator from Queens.
So hopefully the federal government, or as part of the state budget, will continue to provide this relief.
Governor Kathy Hochul requested nearly $1 billion in additional funding from the U.S. Department of Treasury. 17 members of Congress signed on to this letter to the Treasury Department expressing how urgent the need is here in New York. Brooklyn State Senator Jabari Bisport believes in the meantime, the state should continue to accept rental aid applications as we wait to learn if more funding is on the way.
I don't think we should be demoralizing anybody from applying. Let them apply now.
Shirley and Corey, this all comes as New York State's eviction moratorium expires 2 months from today. Tomorrow, housing advocates will launch the #HouseNewYork campaign. They want to encourage Governor Hochul to find long-term and permanent solutions to the state's affordable housing crisis. Reporting live from the Soundview neighborhood of the Bronx, Ayana Harry, PIX 11 News.